Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Head Chef Mom. I'm Kendall Lawrence, and I'm so happy that you're here again with me today. And today I'm feeling in the mood for some Mexican food, some creamy, delicious enchiladas, and I want to lighten it up a little bit, so I'm going to do some meatless enchiladas, a vegetarian-ish kind of version of enchiladas. And I know you're thinking probably, well, no meat, this is not going to be satisfying, but these enchiladas are more than satisfying. I'm going to fill these enchiladas with black beans and spinach and lots of cheese and a quick homemade sauce that will knock your socks off. So come on in and let's take a look at our ingredients. So here are the ingredients for our black bean and spinach enchiladas. So here I have some chicken broth. For seasonings, I have onion powder, I have cumin, I have garlic, I have chili powder, I have oregano, and I have paprika. I have some tomato paste. This is for my enchilada sauce. And while I'm thinking about that, I want to say that I am making a quick enchilada sauce in this video. I do have another enchilada video where I have made black bean and collard green enchiladas, and I made a more complicated enchilada sauce, but it is to die for. This one is good. This one is simple. The other one I use dried chilies and I go all out. So I'll put a link to that video, and I hope you'll go and check out that enchilada sauce recipe. So again, for the sauce, I'm going to have some tomato paste. I've got some olive oil, and I've got some flour, and I'll be also using this chicken broth. And I have here some sliced green onion. I have two 15-ounce cans of black beans that I've drained and rinsed. I have two 8-ounce blocks of cheese, one 8-ounce block of Colby Jack, and one 8-ounce box of cheddar. I have some fresh spinach, and I have some flour tortillas, and the instructions and the ingredients will be listed in the description box. So let's start putting this together. So in my skillet, I have added a couple pats of butter, and I took some kitchen shears and cut my spinach up into bite-sized pieces. And I've added it to the pan, and I'm just going to saute this until it gets tender. I'm going to add a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm just going to saute this up for just a couple minutes. Okay, so I have sauteed my spinach until it wilted down, and man, that spinach tastes good on its own. That's what I love about spinach. It's so easy and delicious and fast. Anyway, I've got this on medium-high heat, and I've got my olive oil heating up, and we're going to make this sauce. So I'm going to add my tomato paste. And I'm going to add my flour. And I have here 2 teaspoons of garlic, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, and 2 teaspoons of chili powder. And I'm going to just mix this all together. I'm going to use a whisk, and I'm just going to let this go for about a minute. Okay, it's been about a minute or so, just long enough to get everything well combined. And so now I'm just going to gradually add in some of my chicken broth and just start whisking. And I'm going to keep doing this until I get it all in and it's all really well blended together. And then I'm going to simply let this simmer for about 10 minutes. Okay, so I let my sauce simmer for about 10 minutes. And you want to make sure that with the sauce, you want to whisk it continuously until you have no lumps, because the flour forms lumps like making a roux. So make sure you do that. So now we're going to go ahead and start assembling our enchiladas. Okay, so here in my bowl, I have my spinach and my black beans. And in this prep bowl, I have a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of chili powder. And this is going to go in with my beans and my spinach. I'm going to take half my cheese mixture and put it in the bowl. And then I'm going to give this a stir. Okay, so I have my black bean and my spinach mixture with my cheese pretty well blended. And I want to say as well that you can also add some fresh cilantro to this. And that is in the original recipe. I didn't because my son doesn't like cilantro very much. And so he asked me not to do it and I said that I wouldn't. Okay, so now we've got this all combined and I am going to take one of my flour tortillas. You can use flour or corn tortillas, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to take some of my bean and spinach mixture. Let's see if I'm in the camera good. Yeah, you can see pretty well. I'm going to take this and just put it down on my tortilla. And then I'm going to take some of my sauce and put it right on top of my mixture. Then I'm going to roll this up and place it seam side down. And I'm going to do the entire pan like this. So here's my last tortilla. I'm going to have 10 enchiladas. I could have fit a couple more in this pan, but I only had 10 tortillas. So, and I had enough filling to make about 3 or 4 more. So again, I'm adding my spinach and bean and cheese mixture to my tortilla. I'm adding my sauce. The sauce smells so good. I'm rolling, placing it seam side down. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to pour my sauce all on top and get this all spread out. So my sauce is pretty well spread out. I am going to simply sprinkle the rest of my cheese, the other half of my cheese, on top. I have my oven preheated at 375 degrees. I'm going to, after I get all this cheese distributed evenly, I'm going to pop this in the oven for about 20 minutes or until everything is heated through and my cheese is nice and bubbly. And here you have it, guys, the final outcome of these awesome enchiladas, black bean and spinach enchiladas. Okay, I am going to forego the tasting this evening. It is getting late and everybody around here is just ready to eat. And I can guarantee you that these are good. I've made them several times. So trust me, you will not be disappointed if you try this recipe. These vegetarian enchiladas are absolutely amazing and perfect eating for right after the holidays, after eating so much meat and all kinds of goodies. Okay, try this recipe out, guys. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, and go feed your family. I love you guys. Bye-bye.